update on how it's going and making my brand pop in 2 weeks. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. Basically, I did Black Market Flea and I wore one of my hats that everyone was really excited about, and so I woke up with this idea of like, you need to make your brand pop in 2 weeks. And so I kind of stopped giving you all daily vlogs. Like, I did film day 2, day 3, day 4, and then I woke up and I was like, you're just giving them your social strategy. You really haven't done anything, so stop wasting these people time. So I stopped filming. So here's like a brief update. This video will be relatively short. I did decide to go out Thursday night and I wore the hat, and I noticed how many more eyes I get when I just wear it, especially if I wear my red one that's bright with all the rhinestones on it. It's just eye-catching. I went and saw Saweetie, and I feel like as she was performing, she definitely saw it, and I was like, Saweetie actually really is a fine black woman, and I need to get her one of these hats, especially a blinged one for the icy girl. Fine black woman really takes care of herself, mind, body, spirit, and she talks about that on stage, being an alchemist, really transforming negative energy. She's educated, she is of the community. You always see her volunteering and doing stuff, especially in her hometown. So I think that getting out there and getting some of those juices flowing. I don't have much of an influencer strategy. I don't think I want to have an influencer strategy, to be honest. Something that's closer to the goal of making it pop in 2 weeks. I was driving actually Friday morning, and I was driving through Inglewood, and I happened to see all the streets blocked off, and so I googled what was happening. It was actually the Black History Month festival on Market Street, and I was like, okay, this is where I need to be. Like, obviously Inglewood is primarily black, also Latino. So I called the number, and the lady was nice, and she's like, actually our vendor spots are all booked up, but I can take your information, blah blah blah. And so I get home, I'm like, no, you need to be vending. I don't care if you're vending on the sidewalk outside of the festival. And I actually have my LA seller's permit, and I dug through all my stuff to find it. How about it's for LA City? Inglewood is in LA County, it is not LA City. So I was like, shoot, the police could be like, pack it up, sister, you cannot be here. I didn't care. I woke up early Saturday morning, I packed all my stuff in my car. I didn't take any of the clothing because I was like, it's a bit much to have a clothing rack out there, but you can have your table and you can have your hat stand where I sell some of the furry hats, and I also hung up some of my beanies on there. So as I'm sitting there at like 8:50, because it's downtown Inglewood, there is not a lot of parking. It's primarily metered parking. So I'm like, I need to get a good spot because it's only me. There's not even somebody to sit with my stuff as I'm like taking it back and forth from my car. Get there, and I'm like, as soon as I parked, I'm like, how about you just ask the people if they have extra space, or if a vendor didn't show up. Maybe you don't need to go to plan B, C. I get there and I ask a nice man, do you have space? After about 45 minutes, we finally find the event producer. He's like, I think all my vendors showed up, but wait a minute, we'll know closer to 10:30. So I wait a little bit more, and there was one spot available, and it was in a prime location. There were 2 stages, and I was about 4 tenths down from one of the main stages. I really couldn't have asked for a better spot. I had the perfect setup. They ran out of tables, they ran out of chairs. I had my own table, I had my own chair. I had my tent too, but they actually had like uniform tents, so it was fine, and less effort for me the better. Like, setting up a tent by yourself is a little bit of work. So I ended up vending all day, and I'd say I had a really great experience. Like, they continuously shout out D Smoke, who was there. A lot of other people who are just known amongst LA and Inglewood were there as well. I pretty much sold out of my hats. I think I went home with about 9 hats, and today I got 3 orders, so in total I have roughly 6 hats left to sell. So honestly, I don't even know how I can make my brand pop at this point with no hats. Also, I thought that I had more patches because I had this big stack of patches, but how about they're men's? They're not even women. So I can't even go get more hats made right now if I wanted to, because I don't even have patches. So I don't know, did I make my brand pop? If the goal was sales, I guess I did sell. Like, I have roughly 6 hats left, and those might be gone by the end of the week. It's literally like Tuesday. So I'm gonna put that in the win column. I did order more patches, so maybe we're gonna try this again. People seem to really like the knit hats with the patch on them, so I am getting more of those made as well. But I just wanted to update you guys and let you know how that went. Let me know if you want to see the videos from day 2 and 3 where I'm kind of just rambling and talking through my thoughts. But something that I do really want to highlight, I remember, I think it was in day 2, I kind of started to doubt myself. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. You're only giving yourself 2 weeks. And then the next day I actually make the correction where I say, actually no, like that's a limiting belief. If I say I'm going to make something pop in 2 weeks, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I'm kind of glad that I had that level of awareness and that level of just, you know, self-conversations. Like, we're not limiting ourselves. Like, if I say I can fly tomorrow, I'm going to be able to fly tomorrow. And it's just that simple. So I wanted to update you on that. I know I said daily vlog, but I have to be honest, I'm not really a vlog girly, but I can do this more often. So if there's any content you want to see from me, if you want to listen to me ramble as I grow this brand, I'm happy to do so. I have 3 vending things happening next month, so if you want to pull up, send me a DM. I'm always responsive, and I want you all to pull up on me too, because there are so many things that I sell in person that I don't sell online, because it's just a lot to upload one by one by one, and it's one of one, right? If I upload a bejeweled or like a bossed up hat, like it's just that one. I don't make replicas, so it's a lot of work sometimes for just one product that I'm never gonna restock. If you are a fellow entrepreneur girly watching this, the sky is absolutely the limit. If you say that your product is gonna sell out in 3 days, then it is. And drop me the link so I can join you in your journey, because we're here to support each other. Thank you all for watching. Follow me on social media at Zuri and when I get more patches, I guess we can really do it again.